I think it's time for another muffin pan recipe. Let's try it out again today. Yeah, so today, I'm still in vacation mode. As you can tell, that's not my normal backyard there, but today I'm going to do a recipe. It's just real simple. It's a Spam recipe. Oh, shocker, shocker. And it's also combined with a muffin pan. So, Spam and eggs in a muffin pan. Let's go and see how it turns out. Well, let's get this thing going. First, let's talk ingredients. Here we have 10 eggs, and we have about a cup and a half of shredded cheddar cheese. I got a little blend there. I like some spicy cheddar sometimes, and just whatever your favorite cheddar is. Or I've got a half a teaspoon of garlic powder and a half a teaspoon of toasted onion from Fresh Jacks. And then we have the star of the show here, 1 can of glorious Spam, because what's better in eggs than Spam? So let's get it going. Let's pop open the can of Spam, and of course, I'll show you a little tip here. Listen to this. The little tip here is just to squeeze the can just a little bit, let it pop on both sides, and it'll pop right out. You don't have to go crazy shaking it and all that good stuff. And I'm going to do something a little different. You can dice this up real in small dices or whatever, but I'm going to shred it today. So I just got an old cheese grater. I just got through grating that cheese up. So now let's do this right here. And it slices up real easy, and it don't take but a second. And like I said, you can dice it if you want to, or slice it, or it's just got to go into the muffin pan real neat. So we'll do this, and just want to thank everybody who subscribed to the channel. Man, I appreciate you guys watching my videos, and if you're interested in low carb keto stuff, please subscribe, and you can see what's coming down the road, and you can be a part of it. Maybe you get a couple good recipes out of it, or even a couple funny laughs. Who knows? But yeah, I appreciate you a whole lot, and we'll finish this up right here. So there we have our Spam grated up, and we'll start. We'll beat up our eggs next and get this stuff going. So we'll set this to the side. All right, like I said, we have 10 eggs here. I'm just going to whisk them up with the old fork. Keep it simple. If you're a doomsday prepper and you have a lot of Spam around the house, you probably need to subscribe to the channel so you can figure out how to cook all of it. Hey, it is a good product to keep in the cabinet in case power temporarily goes off for a little bit of time or whatever. But all right, we have our eggs beat up, and now, well, let me put in my seasoning and mix that in with it as well. Now let's get that mixed up. Getting ahead of myself a little bit. I think that'll work. All right, now I'm gonna get a greased muffin pan. All right, now I have a greased muffin pan. I used bacon grease in it, and need to really, with eggs, put as thick a coat in there that it'll hold, because eggs will stick. If you have an older pan, be careful especially with that. But what I'm going to do is just start putting the Spam in the bottom, a little bit down in the bottom of each one. Now the thing about this is you can't go crazy, because about 3/4 of the way up is where you want your eggs to be, because they will puff up while you're cooking and they'll go everywhere. So if I don't use this whole can here, I will use it in a meatloaf recipe that you can check out on my channel as well. But I just want some Spam and eggs, and these things freeze really well. And I'm getting ready to go on a trip, so I can take these in the freezer or put them in the freezer and have some breakfast on the way or whatever. All right, looking pretty good there. So really just layering this stuff in, like the base coat or base at the bottom. And now the tricky part is getting that to even out in all those. We'll see how that goes. So now we're going to try to get this poured in here evenly, and it's kind of tricky because you can't unpour it once you get it in there. But we just take our time, and I'm sure there's probably a better way. If you have one, leave it in the comments, a spoon or something, ladle, or anyway, this is my mess today, so just pour it in, and I'll come back and clean off that excess around the tops there. And try to even them up a little bit. That looks pretty close. All right, now for the next layer, we're going with the cheese. And just sprinkle a little bit of cheese in there. Not a, like I said, not a whole lot. Just get it in there, and we'll, like I said, trying to keep them even a little bit. And while I'm doing this, just want to mention a website that's a helpful resource to me and I enjoy a lot is VertiWorks. The lady that runs that is she has lost a lot of weight doing keto, specifically the Verta program, but check it out. I'll put a link in the description, or you can just click on that whenever you get done watching this video. She has a lot of pretty cool recipes and other neat things over there. She does reviews and things like that as well. And all right, now we got that in there. Let's come back and sprinkle a little bacon on it. Bacon makes everything better. And I've had some of this just kind of left over, so I know that sounds crazy, leftover bacon. But I was making another recipe with bacon, and I said, well, I'm gonna make this today. So we're going to use this here just as a topping. I love muffin recipes, man, because they're so easy to divvy out and store and freeze and take for lunch. Throw it in the cooler and you're good to go. Well, there we go. Breakfast muffins. Now I'll clean up a little bit and get them in the oven. I have tidied them up a little bit, and what I'm going to do is just kind of tap it a little bit, make sure that egg gets down in there all the way. And now I'm going to go put them in a 400-degree oven for about 15 minutes. So here we have our Spam and egg muffins with a dash of bacon on top and some cheese. I can't wait to dig in and taste them. Let's see how they come out. Well, you know this is my favorite part of the video, so let's dig in and see how these babies taste. Oh yeah. Spam and eggs. What's not to like? The bacon in it's good. The cheese, perfect for snacking, taking to work for lunch, eating for dinner, breakfast. But you saw how easy it is to make. Give it a try. You can use corned beef, you can use Spam, you can use sausage, you can use bacon, you can use just about anything with some eggs in a muffin pan. Just try it out. Hey, what have you got to lose? A couple eggs and a little bit of sausage. So yeah, of course, a thumbs up. Hey, give it a try. Man, that recipe is so simple and easy. It don't take long at all. And the best thing about it, you can pack it up, take it for lunch, and all that good stuff. Or you can take it on vacation like I did. Hey, until next time, eat more Spam, and may the Lord bless you.